All right, let's take a look at a great gaming mouse that we just got. Now, this is a really light mouse. I was a little shocked and taken back at how light it is. Now, if you like your old traditional way of a mouse, then you could actually replace the casing, all right? But I actually like this one because it actually loads it up with less load of the plastic, so it's a lot better. Now, this one has a DPI settings in here. You could go up to the DPI up to 10,000 DPIs, all right? This has a tri mode. I'm going to show you what that means, all right? First of all the buttons are very quiet onto the touch, including the side buttons. The rolling wheels, nice and smooth. If you guys can see that, really smooth. Like I said, you could change the DPIs on the mouse itself. This is going to be like a silicone touch right here to the touch, if you guys see it. Now, beautiful design that they have. And if you, like I say, if you want the old traditional way, you could change it, interchange, and then they give you the actual tools here to actually change it, and also some extra triggers, all right? If you guys can see that you could change it. So if you feel like it's not rough enough or something, they have an extra ones in there. Now let's take a look at the back, and this is the most important part on it. There's 3 skates on the top. There's 3 skates in the back. There's one here, one in the center, and one in the low. So it's very slippery to touch any mouse pad or any surfaces pretty much. You got 3 types of connection. You got your Bluetooth 5.2, 5.1, and then you have your 2.0 Hz connection, which is a wireless, which is located right here and hidden in plain sight right here. You guys can see it has a little nice storage place. So if you have 3 different devices, you can connect this device into all 3 of them. All right, one Bluetooth, the second, just make sure you have compatibility Bluetooth on all systems. Now to change it, the cycle is through here. Now, to turn on the system is very simple. I'm going to show you a couple of things here. If you guys can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Now, on here, on this button here, on the slider, you have your turn on, turn off light, and then turn on the whole system itself without light. You can do that. So you can have it on with the RGB lighting. Now, if you have it with the RGB lighting, you're going to have less battery life on it, but it doesn't matter. It's very conservative with the power itself, all right? But if you're traveling long distance and you want to have a charging station for quite a while, you can always turn it off. Now, let's take a look at some of the features I personally like about this. Now, the buttons itself, it's a small little button. It reminds me of the little small compact mouse that I have. Another one, I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see it. So this is a Microsoft mouse, right? Compared to it. It's almost similar size, but this one has a sleeker design than this one. But this is more for gaming. This is more for office. Believe it or not, this one's a lot less lighter than this one. This is a little heavier. And I'm going to compare it to you guys can see on the actual scale. Now, when you turn on the RGB lighting, everything turns on in here. It's like a Christmas light, if you guys can see that. Beautiful RGB lighting. Like I said, if you don't like the design, you could change it. Now, on top of that, the software, you could create macros on it for a push of a button and so forth. You could change the configurations on the actual buttons themselves, but it's very accommodating for those people that are looking for a great mouse for not just gaming, but office use, other types of usage on the actual mouse too. So very awesome, beautiful designs that they have. Look at the RGB lighting changing on it. All right, now let's take a look at a couple of things. But before I do that, I just want to show you that there's a Type-C connection here. This is where you actually charge it. I charge this once a while and pretty much once a month, actually. That's how pretty much I charge it. Now, one of the things that if you run out of battery, you can connect it directly. It'll still work with the wire you tether in. Of course, they give you a long cable, which is perfect enough for that too. Now, let's take a look at the actual weight itself. So we're going to go into ounces and center this and see how heavy, and we'll compare it with my, like I say, my Microsoft mouse I have. So right now we're in ounces and pounds. So this one itself is 2.4, if you guys can see that. Now compared to a Microsoft mouse, it's at 3. So 2.3 to 3. It's significantly lighter than this one, but this is more for office and it has a big larger battery. This will actually last longer than the battery in there, and it has RGB lighting and beautiful design. Now, if you're looking for a gamer gift, or your husband that likes to, play some games, watch some movies, or just enjoy his computer, this is a perfect gift for anybody, kids, adults, anybody of all ages. I hope you guys enjoy the video.